Hello, everybody. It's Mr. G, the History Teach, once again bringing you a misconception in history. Today, we're going to be talking about the V-3 cannon. Now, the V-3 cannon is part of the V series of super weapons created by the German government as part of their Wunderwaffe program, or wonder weapons, which were a series of weapons developed during the 1930s and 40s by the German government in order to give themselves an advantage over the rest of the world. Now, the V-1 and V-2 are the more famous, as these were ballistic missiles, essentially, and we're really not going to go into them today. What I want to go into is the lesser-known V-3 cannon. This guy right here, which is essentially an extremely large cannon. These cannons had a barrel length of about 430 feet, and were essentially a 150 millimeter cannon, which is about 6-inch rounds. And when working properly, they could launch a single round just over 100 miles. To put that 100 miles into perspective, that would be like putting this cannon on the Statue of Liberty and launching it all the way to Wilmington, Delaware, which gives the user of this cannon an incredible range of fire. The downside being that in order for the cannon to work, you had to put it on a series of elevated platforms, like seen here from a construction site during the development in Poland. Because of this, you limited the location, potential range, and it left yourself open to aerial fire, say from bombers. This is why the plan had been to build a series of bunkers in order to hide the cannons. And then you would control distance, range, all that kind of things by adjusting the charge used to propel the round. Probably the most interesting part in regards to how they propelled these rounds was they used what's known as a multi-chamber design, in which as the round passed through the barrel, a series of smaller chambers on each side of the barrel would actually detonate a charge, pushing more and more propellant gas, increasing the speed and velocity of the round until it took off as far as it needed to go. Due to a series of setbacks, they were never able to fully deploy these weapons, and in fact only able to lay siege to one city during the entire course of the war. Because of that, these guns were fruitless, but this would not be the last time a series of heavy guns would be built and used for extreme purposes. That's it for today, and we'll talk to you on the next time.